What's up, guys, and welcome back to DMP's The Caucus Challenge, Season 19, Unfinished Business, the after show, the recap of Episode 9. This episode was full of chaos, loyalty, standing on business, and, of course, competition. So, we're going to jump right into it. Tonight, we have some of our veterans and some of our rookies here. So we're gonna start off with Zay from the Bay. How you doing tonight?
Doing good, chilling, ready to talk. Ready to
Yes,
do this.
we've got a lot. We've got a lot to chat about. We have nonetheless Brady Jade. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm thrilled to be here. I mean, this is my fourth elimination win this season, so I can't wait to talk about
I can't wait to talk about it too.
it.
Um, we have, of course, the big X, not the little one.
Not
What's
the
up?
little
How
one.
are you tonight?
Hey, I'm excited. Gonna be popping my shit. So
Oh,
it's
all
not.
right. We're going to get into it. And of course, I can never forget two of the most iconic rookies that we've had in a long time. Lachey, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. I feel like it's gonna be a different night. I don't have shit to pop. I'm gonna stay facts. And if you mad, argue with your mama, not me.
Oh, and nonetheless, Xavier, TLWL represent. What's up? How are you?
Hey, you guys, I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing great. I'm just chilling, taking it easy, day by day.
All
But
right.
yeah, I'm
So we're
here.
going to jump into this. This is going to be a good recap episode because not too much happened in the game in the episode, but a lot of conversations and moves and lines were, I think, made pretty clear to everybody that's left in the game, and maybe to even some people that have already been eliminated. But we start off the episode with Lachey and Jared having a conversation about picking the next elimination category. Lachey, you were telling Jared, hey, like, I'm not confident if well, you didn't say you weren't confident. You were saying that you felt pretty confident that you were going to be in the next elimination if you don't win the daily. So you wanted to go with, I think you wanted strategy, but you ended up picking mental, right? Oh, or was it strategy? What
I
was
was just trying to
basically
put
what was the conversation? And tell me a little bit about the breakdown where you said, you feel comfortable with T, but she has Paddock, etc.
I was just trying to put my trust in Jared at that point. He said he felt good with mental, so I'm like, okay, he can win this. I feel okay-ish with my positioning with him, so I didn't really want to go too much against that. And at that point, I was kind of like wary of T. Like we had been working together the whole game, and then I don't know. Every round, it was just like, okay, we're gonna be good if we got Paddock. Paddock name just kept resurfacing. So at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm not in with you like I'm thinking I'm in with you. Maybe I need to pivot because this ain't working.
So we end up getting told, well, you guys end up getting told that it's a trivia challenge and it's an eating challenge. Um, how did you guys feel about trivia going into it, and how do you guys feel about an eating challenge? Let's talk about the trivia part first. We'll start with Brady and Xavier. You guys were a duo. How did you guys feel going into this challenge? At least the trivia portion. We'll start with
I
Brady.
knew that I don't know shit about the. Oh, okay, no.
Oh, go ahead. Go
Brady,
ahead. Go
you
ahead.
go. Well, I knew that I didn't know nothing about. Well, I knew some parts of it, but not really all of it. Like I told you, I seen 11 and part of 18. So I'm just like, okay, Brady, you got that part, but let me get the eating part. But I didn't know that the eating part was supposed to be 5 marshmallows, and then she eat the other half. I thought it was gonna be all together. So I'm like, okay, Brady, you got the questions, you got them, I got the other part. Girl, everything went different.
Brady.
Yeah, I was so excited. I was like, I'm like the most seasoned vet here. Like, I like know my shit. Like every season that I've been on, like I know my shit. So I was like, oh, perfect. Then the question started being asked, and I was like, I was gagged by a couple of them. I think I put your brother for an answer for one of the questions.
I'm scared.
I don't even know what I was doing, if I'm being honest. And then we got to the eating, and like literally, like there was like everything under the sun on those marshmallows. Like I generally thought I would like catch a venereal disease if I ate more than like 2 of them. So I was like, this is absolutely like terrible. And then Xavier was like pounding them down. He was like, he low-key was like finished before like anyone else like finished like 2
I
marshmallows.
was holding your nose like this. I'm like, eat it, Brady, eat it. You was like, I can't.
And there was one sauce on it that like made it like really, really fucking bad. I think it was like tartar sauce, maybe, but like
Yeah.
everything else like, I could have probably done. But like I've never had seafood before, and I grew up on the beach and I've never had seafood before, and I've always hated the smell of seafood. So having like that taste of like fish, it was just disgusting.
Wait, that's crazy. You've never had seafood before.
It's just
Zay, how did you feel during this trivia / eating challenge? As you know, you and Brady are the most seasoned at this point, besides I think Clay. What
Engineers.
was your engineers? What was your mindset going into it? How did you feel about the challenge? You were partnered with Paddock, etc.
I remember going into the trivia like pretty confident. I don't know everything, but I did watch the most recent seasons from like 13 up until all the seasons I played. So I felt pretty confident. I wasn't sure how the eating portion was gonna go when Kevin first mentioned that I was gonna be eating challenge, but I do know that like based on the other seasons, it's always gonna be something hella nasty, this and that. So I was nervous for that part, but it wasn't too bad. I think we didn't get too many bad condiments, but it was just the mushiness and the smell is what made it worse. So yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, I gotta say the marshmallows looked fucking
It was
nasty.
You probably
Like,
like put worse in your mouth. So
Actually, I have. Anyway, Brady, I hate you. Okay, moving on. Let's give a huge congratulations to Big X and Lachey winning this daily challenge together. This was probably one of the nastiest, in my opinion, eating challenges that we've done in a while on the Caucus Challenge. What was did you guys have a strategy? What was the game plan? What was going through your mind? And run me through the whole daily, like partnering up to winning together. And we'll start with Lachey.
Big X did his big one. He was definitely really supportive. I was kind of nervous about eating. I got a pretty strong stomach, but he was like, chew, swallow. Don't even think about it. Just do it. So he gets done and he looking at me like, girl, swallow this shit. If I did all this for nothing. So I'm like, I can't let him down. I didn't want to let him down because he definitely carried me on his back with the trivia part. So now I got to contribute. Oops.
Period. So, wait, are you done, Lachey?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Big X, tell me a little bit from your POV what was going on.
Yeah, so I was already feeling very confident in the trivia. Especially I mentioned in the episode like last season, I was one of the few people who stayed up for the trivia. And was answering one of the hardest like questions. But I'm also like very, I guess, confident in my DMP knowledge in general. So I knew that we might have got like 2 or 3 wrong, but other than that, like we were gonna be good. And as long as I know I'm an eater, I know I'm good at eating. So as long as I knew going into it, I can't just be like, okay, Lachey, like eat. Like I wanted to make sure that I made her feel confident because she wasn't just like a piece in my game where I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna pair up with her now so like we can win. Like no, I wanted to actually be like a genuine partnership and be able to kind of boost her confidence as well.
Okay. So you guys end up winning, and you guys immediately it breaks off to your guys having a conversation upstairs while everyone is going to deliberation. Now, what wasn't shown in the episode was this was a speed round, so there was no time to strategize, which we will get into deliberation. But from the conversation that Lachey and Big X you guys are having upstairs, you know, Lachey, you're telling him you're sick. We have 2 champs in the game that we need to strike at. Like, it's a great opportunity. They're paired up together. It's not going to happen again. And Big X, you're just kind of like, I see it, but like, I don't think I could do that. when did you guys realize, like, damn, we this is not, this partnership isn't working, or we might be going down there? And tell me a little bit about your strategies, and even to each other, I guess, if there's anything that you feel like the edit didn't show, or wanting to elaborate on it. And we'll start with Big X this time.
Yeah. So my goal in talking to Lachey wasn't to like strong arm her by any means and be like, oh, like I'm doing this, or if not, we're going in. So like when she came to me with information, like I wanted her to still feel like I was hearing her out and not just like shutting her down. So like you can see in the edit, I am like listening to her and I am like nodding and I guess like trying to envision what that path looks like. But for me, I felt very confident, like being sick or not. I felt confident in running a final against the people I was aligned with. Um, and so in my head, it kind of was just like I can try to talk to Lachey and try to get her, like, try to tell her, hey, like, I'm not switching off of this. But at the end of the day, like, if we're gonna stand on business, I know that Lachey, like, I followed her Great Lakes, the challenge Great Lakes. I followed her on that, so I knew she was already like a badass, and I knew I was very excited to partner up with her. But definitely in the back of my head, I knew that we're both going to stand 10 toes down, as Lachey said. So
Lachey, what was your point of view going into this conversation and even watching it back?
I mean, he said it so perfect. It's kind of hard to go after that. Very respectful. He definitely was open to what I was saying. At no point did I ever feel like it was like we had seen previously. You gonna do what I say, or we going in? Like, no, he was thinking about it, mulling it over. It never gave like fake. But when we got down there and then just like the hesitation, I'm like, okay, lock in, because it's not gonna go the way that you want it to go. And I didn't have any intentions of strong arming him either. But like when I got my mind wrapped on something, and in my mind, it make perfect sense. What
yeah.
are we doing? So I don't know. It was just kind of tough to like have to not get my way, even though I wasn't trying to. But it was tough to swallow that pill. Like he his own person. He got moves for his game that he wanted to make, and I got to respect that. Was I irritated? Hell yeah. But I understand why he did what he did.
Yeah, so we're gonna touch base back onto when you guys come downstairs to make your decision, but let's go to the deliberation. Again, there was no time to strategy. We asked you guys, like, all right, does anybody want to talk? It was silence. So we said, all right, then let's just vote. Zay, you start off the vote. You vote for Ashley and Jared, and you say that Clay gives you this stare. I saw the stare. I was there. Even in the edit, it's there. What was that moment like? And during the deliberation, you're saying, like, I'm sorry, like I didn't know, but then later on in the episode, you're saying, like, I didn't want to vote in Xavier. So
Yeah.
this is your chance to tell us your strategy and your POV, because you did get a lot of heat this episode for it.
No
Yeah.
reason.
So obviously we knew it was a speed round. There was no time to deliberate this and that. And then being the first one to vote, I knew that I didn't want to vote Xavier because we've been connecting the whole time, talking all day, the previous day. The first day we moved in, talked to each other the whole time, getting to know each other. And so I already felt bad when he felt away towards me when I didn't save him. But I was sticking with my alliance then. But now I knew that, like, he's probably going to go sent in. So, like, let me give him, like, a burn vote. So I went for Jared and Ashley because we were going for all the rookies, right? So that was my excuse to try. I don't recall if Paddock was supposed to like vote with me. I didn't know she was gonna do that. That was just me doing my own thing. But that was me basically like putting my like game on the line to show Xavier that I really liked him and stuff. So that was my strategy going into that.
So Brady and Xavier, you guys didn't hold back once you got the votes. You guys definitely took two different approaches. Brady, you were basically saying, like, whatever it is, what it is. I'm here to compete. I'm going to go down. It's my time. Xavier, you were not having it. You were calling people out. So tell me a little bit about that deliberation. And let's start with Brady. Why were you so calm? And was watching it back, is there anything you feel that you could have done differently, or anything that you appreciated or didn't appreciate during that deliberation?
Yeah, I mean, I think part of it was honestly because after how I reacted during 18 and that becoming a really big explosive kind of storyline for the season, I didn't really want to take that approach again because at the end of the day, that just upset me and threw me into a bad headspace before elimination. So I was trying to stay cool, calm, and collected. I was really irritated, if I'm being honest. Like, I didn't really show it. And I also was kind of like thinking long term, like, if I come back, then I can't let these people like I don't want these people to be mad at me. But I was really irritated. Like there was a rookie pair that was saved over a veteran. So to just because of like a bloodline. So like to me, like that was like really ridiculous. But I mean it is what it is. Like I just feel like people were being like kind of told what to do almost. It felt like and people weren't really they were just kind of following their alliance and like instead of looking out for people that they said they're gonna look out for. But
Could I give a little bit more context in my answer earlier too? Like, yeah, obviously I voted for Jared and Ashley because of Xavier as well, but also I didn't want to vote in Brady. I forgot to mention that Brady. Sorry, me and Brady actually got really close on 18, and this season I really love Brady a lot, so I didn't want to vote in either Brady or Xavier. And so I thought, like, knowing that they would probably be the house vote, I didn't vote for them. If there was a chance they came back in and somehow win a challenge, this and that, I'm not gonna get no heat on me, and I'll be good in that sense that they got back in the game. So I also didn't want to vote for Brady as well.
Yeah, I can attest to that. I remember you
Yeah.
saying it in your confessionals and stuff.
Yeah.
As
oh,
well.
love you.
Love you.
Xavier, you were upset when T was like, I don't know you, so you're getting put down there, like I'm gonna vote for you. And you said like, I've already went into elimination. You've said you felt betrayed by a lot of the people in the house. Who did you feel betrayed by? Tell me a little bit about what happened between you and T, like the rookies, like all that kind of stuff. Because as much as you from my point of view, you were aligned with Zay, but I don't think you ever had an actual alliance with anybody else. So, watching it back, where do you stand? Is there anything you feel you could do different? How do you feel about the T situation, the rookies voting you in, the vets turning on you, etc.?
Honestly, I was just more mad at the fact that no one was seeing the fact that I was doing all of these challenges, even though they kept blaming the challenges on me. Like when the Bryce was dropping the ball, I was getting the blame for that. That was Bryce's fault. Then the other one was Jordan. It was a lot. It was a lot of them that it was a lot of stuff that I was getting blamed for. And I'm actually a good player. I don't care what no one says. I was out there in the field, got the first ball on the first challenge. I don't know why you're laughing, but
Me?
literally, yeah, because what's so funny?
It's just comedical. You you
Because
you still you still flop certain challenges, but
no,
that's okay.
because it was part of the whole. If I was by myself, I would have been good. But since I had people with me, I would have been fucked like I was.
I just wouldn't label a good player as someone who can't make a ball in a bucket in the span of 10 minutes, but
But
that's
I didn't have one thing. I didn't have a mental breakdown every time that I got sent in. I
Just
only got a
just
Xavier,
finish your
yes
answer.
you
Just finish
did.
your
Yes
answer.
you
Just finish
did.
your answer. You didn't finish your answer.
In the episode that just got
one
released,
time. The first time that I was like, I'm mad.
Xavier,
The first time
Xavier,
that I got
Okay,
eliminated from the
Xavier.
I'm gonna let you guys
Just
hash
finish
it
your
out,
answer.
but I just want to because we'll get to that. But like, so Xavier, just tell me about like the
Okay,
whole
okay, so
deliberation.
sorry,
Like,
sorry. Okay,
no,
so
it's okay.
yeah, with T, me, Clay, remember that tire pool thing challenge? We all made a little alliance. We was like, we're gonna let Clay and T do that, and then we're gonna keep each other, helping each other out. T was smoking with me, having a heart to heart, like outside by the little air, like outside, chilling. And she was telling me, like, I'm 10 toes for the rookies, this and that. Like, if you got me, I got you, this and that. Come down to downstairs. She's like, I don't know nothing about you. I'm like, is this a sick joke? Like, girl, like, no, that was not fucking with that. So that's why I got more mad. And then it was just like Nate, every chance he got, he was throwing me in for no. I thought I was cool with Nate. I thought me and Nate was cool, man, cool. But every chance I see in every elimination that there was like, oh, bro, somebody in Xavier and Jerica, Xavier and Rachel, like then Xavier and Brady. Like, damn, Nate, like, what the fuck did I do to you? Yeah, like I was just mad. Like it was not fair. People was not looking at the fact that I was outperforming not a half of the cast, but some of the cast that was there. You know what I mean? Like from the boys' side. I'm not coming for the girls, you know. But yeah.
So, watching the deliberation as a whole, and I want to hear from Big X and Lachey first, and then we can all chime in. But watching that deliberation, since you guys weren't in the room when it was happening, was there anything that you guys felt like, oh, I didn't know that happened, or is there anything that you feel like if you were there and got to see it in person could have changed the outcome of, you know, what's to come?
No, I don't think I could have changed anything. You know, I've never been shy to say what I felt and what I still believe to this day. It was such a solid alliance, whatever you want to call it, to where they was doing, in my opinion, whatever Clay wanted them to do, which I was validated in saying by watching the episode. He specifically said, "Hey, I'm coming after Lachey and Rachel." Mind you, I got told, "Oh, you didn't know that prior to seeing the episode." If a motherfucker not talking to you, not strategizing with you, they're not working with you. You're not gonna call me for like crazy for having discernment. You weren't working with me. You were actively working against me. I called your bullshit, and now you want to feel some type of way. And then you had people willingly doing whatever you tell them to. So I know, obviously, I don't want you in the game because they're going to keep putting me in here for you. Mind you, being your puppeteers. Like I said, I was not wrong, and I stand on that. I was not
It's
wrong.
just an alliance. It's not anybody being a minion, no puppets. We're just an alliance working together. Had I won, Clay, Cam, and X would have came to me. What should we do? What should we do? If X won, we're gonna go to X. What should we do? What should we do? If Cam won, what do we? It's an alliance. We're not minions. We're not puppets. We're not
Yeah.
following. It's an.
called
It's
minions.
just a
will.
strong
But
alliance.
to
It's
Lachey,
called minions.
in defense for Lachey, I will say I think that me and Lachey would have 100% not went in had I known that Zay voted Ashley
Ashley and Jared.
to save Xavier. I would have. I wish that Clay would have told me like you remember in season 18, Brady, when like you and Steven got nominated and like you guys were telling Jericho like to nominate me. I wish that kind of happened in that deliberation where like Clay was telling me like what they did so that I wouldn't have to go in. But I mean, either way, I didn't know that, so I was just sticking to my guns. I do want to address the minion comments. I know that Lachey mentioned it on the last what's it called, recap, like last Monday, but Xavier doesn't keep his mouth shut about it. So I
Yeah.
I don't honestly see how we are minions. I think that the reason why you're saying we're minions, Xavier, is because, well, and Lachey kind of, is because we're just the dominating alliance. I think that if the Cooking Cousins kept on dominating the game, I
Would have
mean,
been a different
we can say
story.
the same. We can say the same about y'all. We can say the
Yeah.
same about Example. If Example was dominating and y'all had this rookie, like all the rookies are gonna
Revolution.
stick together.
That would be
An
great.
example.
But I don't
Well,
think every member of y'all alliance was dominating. Some people in that alliance wasn't winning anything. They were just doing
mhm,
what they were told, i.e., puppeteer. I don't care who feel no type of way. You were winning.
mhm.
Clay had all these masterful connections, whereas some people were just sitting based off their connections, doing what they were told. Were they
I want
not?
to say this. Sorry, I just want to say this because prior to Clay coming in the game, I don't think you guys were minions. I'm not saying you guys were minions because I've seen how you guys play. I think you guys are a solid alliance. I agree with that.
Never been a
But
minion.
if I'm not in your alliance and I'm a rookie, I'm Lachey, I'm Big X, even as a viewer, once Clay got in, not that you guys were doing everything he wanted, but he definitely became the like, what are we do? Because he was like, as soon as you voted Ashley, it was a problem. He pulled in. You got what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you guys were minions at all, but I definitely think before Clay got in the game, like you guys were more equally strategizing, whereas like the dynamic did change when Clay got in there.
Can I say
Um,
something? I
No,
also
can
I 1 second. I also think, and the only reason I say that is because like in the beginning of the season, you guys were saying, not you, Lachey, but like Xavier, you were saying like Cam's minions, Cam's minions. I don't think anybody was Cam's minions. If
I
there are
didn't think.
minions, I don't think they're minions, period. I'm just saying if anybody is the puppet master and pulling the strings, it's Clay. Like Cam didn't have, at least from my point of view, nobody was throwing themselves in for Cam at that point. Cam just had a really good social game. Whereas Clay, it was like, we can't go after Clay. I'm not going to touch Clay, but I'm also not going to touch Clay's sister. And then we're not going to touch anybody that's working with Clay. I just think Clay has a very intimidating like way of playing the game. And because you guys are aligned with him, it looks like you're his minions. But I do think that like when he came in the game, it kind of shifted the way you guys were playing.
I
But
think
and I get that.
I think the minions and the puppeteers are the people that weren't in the solid core alliance that were so quick to be like, yeah, we're gonna throw the challenge for Clay. We're gonna throw the challenge for Clay for that tire pool. Those were the minions. We core as a group, we went with a plan because we're an alliance. The rest of y'all wanted to throw
And
it.
me and Jericho didn't throw
Those were
that
the one
to
being
Clay, by the way. I
never
did not
been
throw
me,
that to
not
Clay.
me.
I call you guys minions because literally every time there's like Xavier X is going into elimination, he goes to Cam, so his master. Oh my god, I'm going in.
Did I do that? No. Go back in the episode. Go back in the episode. I was not crying. I was not crying. I was not
No,
crying.
that's the first
No,
time.
I
I'm
was
talking about
not.
wait. The first time that you got eliminated, didn't you go to Amir and Cam crying? No,
The
because
first
I
time
got
I was
this.
eliminated. The first time I was eliminated. It was the second time I was nominated. Thank you. First of all.
It don't
Second of
matter.
all,
You know
I
you
went
was
to
crying.
everybody. I went to everybody.
Crying.
And I went to everybody. And tell
Holy
me
mental breakdown.
if you get betrayed and you get nominated, the first person you aren't gonna go to is your ally to confide them in about how you're
Just go
feeling. Get the fuck
perform.
out of my face.
It's the
You
whole
are
show.
mad. You are mad because you
I'm
were
not.
never in a power position. And so
I'm
that's
chilling.
why I'm a minion, because I'm in a successful alliance,
And then
Xavier. Let's
crying
be for
to
real. So at what
crying to Cam.
point do we give respect? At what point do we give respect to these individual people in alliances? Because I played my own game. And just
And
because I said what I said
Crying
about
the whole
Zay
season,
because
you
he
was playing
voted
the whole
in
game.
Clay's sister, if Zay had a sibling, I would be defending them. If Cam had a sibling, I would be defending them. And if my sibling played the game, I would expect my core alliance to also protect them. And that's just how it went. That's
But
it. But at what point do we sit back and say, okay, the people in this alliance, they are dominating and they are actually
Well, can
playing?
I
At
say
what point
something?
do we separate
Can I say
minions from
something?
Before
the
I finish,
player?
though, it was the coming to Cam for everything. Like, oh my god, like I'm going in, and then Cam saying, "Oh, he's not confident. You got this." And, like my
I
minions
didn't
are
go. I
protected.
walked up to Cam and Nate, and they were talking about me voting myself in. Now, not once did I go, "Oh my god, I just voted myself in. Look at me, give me attention." No, I did not do
That's what
that
it
once.
was given.
That's what it's giving. But when are you gonna separate perception from reality, Xavier? Because you are in your own little la la land
But
where
can I
you
say something?
constantly have shit going on in your head.
I
And it's
think
weird.
I don't
I
have
think
nothing in my
let
head. You have
Brady.
something right here. You're a 19-year-old thinking that you could talk to people like you could talk to. Stop talking to people like that. I don't give a fuck.
Xavier, you're the one that's talking to people crazy.
I'm not.
I
You're
have
not
always
here
had this
listening. The
energy.
only
I
thing
have
I said
always
on the
had this
comments, the
energy.
only thing
I
I said
have
in the
always had
comments,
this
the only thing
energy.
I said in
Zay,
the
have I
comments
not
told me
always had this energy? Have I not
yeah,
always had this energy?
you've been
This
like
is
this
not
since I've
new,
met you.
Xavier.
suck
This
his
is
dick
not
too,
new,
because
Xavier.
that's
Please,
another
this is
thing.
not new.
Go to my face,
Okay.
bro.
All right.
Yes,
All right.
Brady?
We will get to that. Brady, please give us your thoughts.
I think the reason that it kind of came across as some people being minions is because before Clay got into the game, no one cared at all about saving Ashley. Ashley was sent into elimination.
Thank you.
But then the second that Clay comes in, that's when people are like, "Oh, we need to save Ashley now. We need
Didn't
to save."
didn't Ashley get saved from the vote before Clay even
Yeah.
came into the game? Right before we
But
saved
she-
Ashley,
but she
no?
got-
That
I'm
was
saying-
right before, we didn't even know Clay was coming into the game though.
But I'm saying she got sent into elimination. But then after he came in, it was like, "Oh, keep her out and let's start sending veterans in over her."
No, I think we saved
Ashley.
I think we saved
That
Ashley.
didn't have nothing to do with us.
Yes, it did, because the reason I went in is because of that alliance.
And then
What?
Zay, you even said I have to protect Ashley because Clay told me
That's
to protect her.
Because Clay is my real friend outside of the game. It's not I
Alright,
see
that's
Clay.
still
Hey
your-
Clay,
Yes.
like just for the
Even
game, let's be
from-
friends for the
even
game.
from-
Clay's my
that's
friend
still
outside
your-
of the
that's
game,
your
like a real
master,
friend.
I guess.
I'm not, no, that wasn't even directed at Zay because they didn't vote me in, but I was
Yeah.
just saying, like, the way that it came across for some people was that Ashley was like, "Oh, like we can vote in Ashley, like whatever, like it's fine." But then Clay gets in, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, like, and the issue that I have that really ticks me off is a lot of those people were, "Oh, Vet Strong preseason for like 3 months, screaming and spamming Vet Strong, and then the second they had the chance to show, vet strong, they didn't, and they threw in a vet over a rookie team. But I know for a fact that if Clay did not enter that game and Jared and it would have been either me and Xavier or Jared and Ashley, it would have been Jared and Ashley. And that's just the truth.
I will, like I said, like I'm commenting from a viewer's perspective, right? I agree with Brady 1,000,000% on that, because if we look at the trajectory of the game, being paired with Jared equals going into elimination. You guys did not give a fuck when it was Lachey, but now it was Ash, and that's why I'm saying again. I agree, Xavier and Zay. I agree with you guys. I will defend you guys till the end, saying this, that like people could be mad about the loyalty, about it's boring, it's that, but you guys are dominating. You guys are 4 great competitors that can constantly win things and know how to create a voting block and stick to it. Right now, 2 things can be true though. That is true, but you guys again were vet strong, maybe, and again it's day 2 at this point, it could change, but like I'm saying, it's like what Brady said, like if Clay wasn't there, it would have been Ashley, because although you were protecting her, I think Big X, you didn't know that was Clay's sister. Zay, you didn't, like, you weren't targeting her, but like it wasn't like a Cam type of relationship, you know what I mean? Like you weren't gonna do anything crazy to go out of the way, and vice versa. Like she was nominated, so I do see like where they're coming from, but I also want to point out, I think Zay, I didn't see that point of view when you said earlier, like the people throwing things that aren't in the core alliance, those are minions. Like, let's call a spade. If they're minions for being loyal to each other, then also you guys cannot be throwing things to Clay. Like that goes for everybody. Like nobody.
That was my whole thing. I don't think that they aren't minions either. I mean, if somebody took my minions comment personally, that's on them. I mean, it was a very general comment. The comment, in my opinion, still stands that Clay was running this game from the moment that he got into it to however long he lasts, or however long his alliance lasts. I do think that it's weird that we could sit and be like, okay, I understand y'all perspective, but it's like, oh my, I don't see how y'all can say that. I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Just look at it from our point of view. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that was a solid alliance, and I wouldn't be saying that if I was in that majority alliance. Nobody would. It's just the fact that it stands Clay was head honcho and everybody was underneath him.
I'm just gonna say one more thing. I think that it really, like, I know you're saying we're not getting your point of view, but like when I hear that the whole season, preseason, of the work I put into not only the preseason but the actual season, like it feels a little bit disrespectful. Like, just to hear, like, I get what you're saying, that it came off that way, but when I play LRGs, if I am not in the majority, I'm not saying, oh my god, all of you guys are minions, blah blah. I'm like, okay, that alliance dominated me, like they did, and I'm genuinely trying to see from y'all's point of view. And Lachey, it's a little less for you because you just mentioned it once. It's more about Xavier. Xavier just nonstop talking about it, and it's giving like you're salty, Xavier, because you were once upon a time, like you were at the beginning of the game. You were
a joke. I was saying as a joke from the beginning.
I know, but didn't the first challenge, like you threw it to Cam?
Wait, what?
You threw the first challenge to Cam, right?
Because I told him to.
Oh, so you're a Zay minion.
Yeah, I am Zay minion.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. That's my boyfriend. So
give y'all props. Like I said it on last episode recap. We did give y'all props. Like again, I said it 5 minutes ago. We wouldn't be saying this if we was in that position. I just do think, even looking at it from a viewer perspective, and us being there, we see who's calling the shots, and just to be validated by watching the show. He literally gave this man a death stare for saying his sister's name, and I'm not doing everything that Clay want me to do. I'm spiraling my game on the line because you said a name for somebody else.
I get what you're saying from a viewer perspective, but like for me, when I see that death stare, I didn't, in that moment, and even now for me now, until you mentioned it, I wasn't thinking of it like, oh, because I didn't vote for his sister. I thought of it more like, I said your sister's name, you're my friend, like you're my real friend. You asked me for a favor.
Yeah.
That's why I'm seeing it. Like, I mean, I've been against my friend. I wasn't thinking like, oh, I went against the plan or nothing. That's why I see it.
You didn't come for Clay. Clay's your original like loyalty, like your person you have to keep loyal to.
Yeah.
Now his, like I know your sister is there too, but he should have been more mad if he would have voted for Clay instead of his sister. I don't know why the whole house turned upside down because you did that. That was just another. You
If
are
that's
a whole
in
player.
real
Like
life,
it's
you
not.
don't understand. Like, you had a moment, da da da. This my homeboy outside of this. They nothing you gonna do if you my real friend is gonna have me up in arms like this. You my nigga after the
Yeah.
show. We gonna talk about it. We gonna let it go. It didn't seem like
Yeah.
that. You was panicking like, oh God, Kim, like you fucked up. You broke that trust.
If I
Really?
would
Yeah.
stay, I would have left that unit with my head held high because at the end of the day, I made my boyfriend
No.
happy. We was not boyfriend at the time, but
Yeah.
you made me happy because the first time you fucked me over when you
I started spiraling because of the reactions. If I didn't get those reactions, I would have spiraled. All I talk
I
about is integrity and loyalty. I literally just went against everything I stand for you, basically. So it's like seeing my alliance in
but
their face and the
here's
reaction and getting all this heat. I've never gotten heat like this at any season I
Clay's
played. I've never
wait, Clay's
got.
talking about I don't know about
Right?
the game. He don't understand the game. I do understand the game. I'm just saying how I'm seeing shit. You getting mad at fucking Zay for not voting your sister, but he didn't vote for you. You should have been all that mad because if it was you,
That's his
like if it
sister,
was
though. If that was my
okay,
sister,
That's
but
his
I'd be
you
sister.
don't
pissed
all
too.
know.
If it
Okay,
Like
was
but
you're
my
not,
sister.
Ashley,
but
wait, you don't.
Xavier, Xavier,
Wait.
you're
Let me
not.
speak.
No, because you're
Let me
not
just speak and
thinking
let me
about how
speak.
we consider alliances. You don't. You're not thinking about how we
Okay,
are
but the
considering
alliance
each
doesn't
other
matter.
as
Okay,
alliances.
but the alliance is not on. Okay, Ashley is just added on to the alliance. Okay, Clay is your alliance for real. So it would have been more like, oh my God, Zay did this. If it was Clay on that, not his sister. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could have been mad, but now like, why would he do that?
But how would we?
La, 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 la,
How
la.
would?
But there's so many emotions going on in that moment. It's hot. My shirt's off. It's hot. I'm sweating. It's hot. We're all hot. Everybody's red.
No,
So
I'm
many
not
emotions are
blaming you for
happening.
it. I'm not blaming you for it, but it's them like coming
No,
at
no,
you
no. It's
like
just
that
the
for no
react.
reason.
Yeah.
Like
But
the
like,
thing
it was
is that
petty.
wait, hold on. So this is what I want to say, because again, like, you're all entitled to your own opinion, and genuinely there's no right or wrong. There isn't, because you guys are the ones that are playing, right? You guys are the ones that are trying to get to the end. All of your paths to the end look differently. But I think that you guys, as much as you want to say like, no, I like what I did was right, or I felt this type of way, like, you have to see from the other person's point of view. And I could obviously, for me it's different because I'm the host, right? I'm watching it, so I understand where you're all coming from. I think like Zay, like for example, you're saying like, oh, I just went against my alliance and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you went against your alliance, but I do see where in a way, like, eventually you have to make a choice for you,
Your own
right?
decision.
Do I think you went up? Again, I keep it real. Do I think you went about it the right way, especially after? Definitely not. You should have just been like, look, I care about Xavier, and I did what I did, because at the end of the day,
I didn't have the chance to talk to anybody. It was a speed run. I would have done that.
no. I'm
Dude,
saying
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
after, like, when they were all like upset with
Oh
you.
yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
Because what I'm saying, and this is what I've said, and I think, again, I can't say too much because I don't want to spoil it, but
Right.
the alliance, right? The core, the people that are loyal to each other are Zay, Big X, Cam, Clay. Unfortunately,
minions.
like, yes, there's Lachey who's connected to Cam, and there's Janice who's connected to this person, and there's this person, Ashley, who's Clay's sister. But the loyalty is you four. You guys need, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I think, again, if perfect example, this is where I'm just trying to get you guys to see their point of view, because I don't want a Big X. Like, I think you are like a phenomenal player. I don't want you to feel like, damn, everything I'm doing is getting discredited. But let's be for real. And I'm genuinely asking you this: if Clay never comes into the game, right, and it's just you, Zay, Cam, at least from how I know you play, those are the only two duos you're looking out for. You're not throwing your ass on the line for an Ashley. Now, because Clay is there, Ashley gets boosted up to, again, above Brady, because if you guys don't protect her, unfortunately, Clay is going to feel a type of way. So that's where they're coming from. At the end of the day, if you're in the majority and it benefits you, no, why the fuck would you guys go after Ashley? That makes no sense for you guys. But I don't think it's discrediting you guys. I just think is, put yourself on the opposite of that. If I'm on the outs, like, I'm going to be so honest with you. If I played 19 and you, Cam, and Zay have been playing together for the last 3 seasons, yes, I'm close with you guys outside. But if you're going to be protecting Ashley over me, then I'm going to have to work with other people, and I'm gonna have to do what's best for me. You got what I'm
And
saying?
that,
So
and that's another thing, Dre. I knew Clay for 5 years. I keep saying this, but this is crazy. I knew Clay for 5 years. I knew Janice for 5 years. So when they came in the game, I was hyped as fuck because I'm like, oh my god, I have my people. Like I have people that I know on the game. I'm not just with strangers here. Like I'm excited. I'm like, oh my god, they're probably gonna work with me because me and Janice went to parties. I've been with TOWL with
You're an OG. You're an
yeah,
OG. That's
OG.
why
Yeah,
you're an
I
OG.
was expecting like to at least have that little alliance with them, but like Clay just said on the thing, I'm not a good alliance, so you keep that and
but
straight
you
up his
see,
ass.
Xavier, I don't think that you're not a good alliance. What I will say, I'm not even gonna lie. As your friend and as the host, I didn't think you were gonna come into this and take it as serious as you did. And I don't think anybody else
Because people think
was.
I'm ditzy and shit like that. Like, I'm
Ditzy.
not
Yeah,
ditzy. Yeah, like people
Ditzy.
think I'm like that,
that's what I'm
and it's
saying.
like,
Like
bitch.
everybody no, and this is not a dig to you. You're just in my like again, when I thought, oh, Xavier's coming, I was like, he's just gonna be chaos. Like he's not gonna know what the game is. Like he's probably just gonna like
I
party
remember
and be doing
asking you. I
all,
was like, Dre, I don't know what I'm signing up for. You was
yeah.
like, throw your
So
rights and shit if you had to.
I think you're already coming in as a rookie, and then on top of that, you're not. Like I don't think anybody was, and this is no shade. I don't think anybody was looking at you like he needs to go because he's a threat. Like they were probably thinking like he's not taking it serious. He doesn't care to be here. All these different things. You know what I mean? I don't think. This is just my opinion. I don't think you're a bad challenger. I think there's still a lot of room for improvement. But it was your rookie season. I think if you come in now that you understand the game a little bit more and you actually train and you practice and you do all these things 100%, I think you could set yourself up well. But you keep saying like, oh, Janice and Clay TLWL. That's what I meant by like you never had those conversations. Like, and again, I'm just calling spade for spade. You're saying like, oh, Big X went to Cam or this person went to this person, but like that's what you have to do in this game. If you would have went to at least Janice, I can't speak for Clay because I feel like Clay was locked in no matter what you told him. He was
No, and
not
Clay's
gonna
shady as fuck.
quit.
Like I don't know if you
If
remember, he
Janice,
left
I
with all
think
the shady shit.
if you genuinely went to Janice and said, Janice, TLWL this, TLW, like I've known you for a long time. I'm going to protect you. Can you protect me? I think she would have. I genuinely do. Because I know Janice, I know how
Janice, she didn't even give me a chance to speak to her. Like she was
but
just
that's
focused
what
on.
I'm saying. Like
I was like,
you
okay,
got
cool.
like
That's
the
what you have to
game's moving so
put
fast.
yourself in those conversations. You see a group of people talking, force yourself
Because
in it. Like you gotta
that's the
talk.
thing I needed to learn. Like now that I'm seeing
Yeah.
Xavier dick suck everybody in the house, like for a boat. Now I should do that next season.
Can I
Like
say
I
something?
should be
You
more.
talking about me, bitch?
Yeah,
I was figuratively dick sucking. You was really dick sucking for a place in the game. Please,
I
we are
wasn't.
not the same, Xavier.
I
We are
really
not the
wasn't. That
same.
I
Please,
really
All right.
Can I
wasn't.
please,
I
big
really
X?
wasn't.
please.
I discredited your game because you were out there doing your big one. You had the ability to win. I don't think anybody slept on you. So if it ever came across that I was like discrediting you, I apologize. And same to you, Zay. You had set yourself up so good to where you weren't even an option, and people you couldn't say your name either. So I don't want to say that I'm discrediting y'all game. I just do think the big difference, maybe I'm like kind of salty or feeling some type of way, is because like Dre had mentioned with Jared and Ashley, because of Clay, she was like, save. Cam, he didn't bat an eye putting me in against Jared. Meaning, in my mind, Clay holds more weight than anybody right now. He gets his +1 automatically saved. Nobody gave a fuck when it was me going in with Jared. So it's like, okay, wow, he is
Or
top dog
me.
and to save people like it's nothing. This really his game.
Yeah, can I say it also came down to, and Lachey, I don't know if this is news to you, but I know Zay can back this up. Like Cam never went to us telling me and Zay how close he was to you. So like
We still
when
at this point of the game, we still never knew about the cookout. We still didn't even know that you,
yeah,
Nate,
yeah.
and like you
So
guys were still
so
close. We at this
had
point we did not know.
yeah, so we are the type of people that we are going to talk to each other and genuinely get each other's like opinions in. Me, after round 3, once I was nominated by Jared, and then after I was nominated by like that group that won in episode 4, people were dead to me except for Zay, Cam, Clay, Nadia. And then I was close with Brady and I was close with you, Lachey. Like I really did want to run a final with you. However, it wasn't to a point where I was like, okay, like I can die on the sword for Brady or Lachey. For me, once I went through not getting nominated twice in a row, I was like, okay, I see my people. I'm going to align with them, and that's it for me. Um, so I think when you're comparing Ashley to like yourself, Clay was telling us like, hey, and yes, Dre, for what you were saying earlier, I was not saving Ashley because I did not know Ashley was Clay's sister. Had Clay told me before, I promise you, even if Clay wasn't in the game, I would have protected Ashley. But what I'm saying is Clay went out of his way to tell his number ones, hey, I really don't want Ashley touch. Nobody came to us like from Cam. Nobody came to me and Zay and said, oh, like we need to save Lachey, we need to save Brady, etc. So I think that's where it all falls down. And hopefully that helps you kind of like,
It does for sure. Obviously, it put a whole bunch of other stuff into perspective. Like, oh,
yeah,
okay, going to bat for his sister, whereas I didn't really have that backing. I understand, and we could talk all day about y'all being minions, but at the end of the day, y'all did have a solid alliance that was dominating. We didn't play it right. We should have played it right. In hindsight, we had the numbers to do something, but we didn't. But now, going forward, and I got a vet mentality, we know what to do.
Yeah, and I'm not discrediting you either. Like even coming on the live, I never seen it from your perspective or like as a rookie. I didn't think that you guys saw it in that way of like puppeteers, minions. I didn't think of it like we were doing that because in our heads we're just coming together as a collective alliance to talk about and
yeah,
strategize what we should do.
yeah,
And what's
yeah.
crazy is that if Clay never came into the game, and I think if Cam opened up to me and X being his number ones, if Cam opened up to me and Big X and told us like, hey, we're trying to stand for our cause, this is what we want, this and that, me and X would have been down for the cause. If Cam opened up getting closer to the end of the game and told us like this is what we want to do, this and that, it would have been a different story. I think me and X would have been two solid individuals if Cam opened up to. We would have been down to represent you guys as well.
I just think it was
I-
for me, it was a slap in the face to like have someone that people met like dead ass 2 days before, and I've known a lot of the vets and people who voted for 3-4+ years. So to me, it was just like kind of like disrespect, I guess, in a sense that people were willing to vote me, even though I've had relationships with them for so long, just because someone's sister that they just met is in the game. Like to me, that just didn't sit right with me.
Yeah, I think like obviously Lachey and Xavier, you guys are rookies, so you're gonna get that treatment no matter what, unless you have like a brother or sister or a relationship protecting you like really, really hard, right?
But even
Like,
so,
I do. Sorry, go ahead.
even so, like before I even went to join on the caucus, Xavier clearly we was having a whole conversation talking about, oh yeah, like basically strategizing, like like, oh, I'm gonna have your
Yeah,
back, this and that. I even brought Xavier to my job. I was like, like
Yeah.
come to see, just all of that, and then for him to even say that now, like, oh yeah, all I don't know, it's just like it's weird. It's a
I
weird energy.
I mean, but the weird energy comes from you. Like I'm
It
not trying
is,
to air out
but
shit.
you
We can
just
talk.
not throw shade.
We
It's
can.
okay. You can throw shade.
I mean, from your point of view, in the Instagram chat yesterday, you said that you never thought I was your friend, and you thought I was only friends with you to get closer to Zay.
Yeah, and you proved my point today.
But that's so crazy to say. Like
Yeah, but
Talk
Xavier,
that
after
okay,
that means
Xavier.
that
okay,
Talk
but that
after
means that
the
Xavier,
live.
okay. No, no, no.
that means that all the time we went out in New York with Dre, all the time we hung out one on one, in the back of your mind you're like, oh, he's not my friend, like he's
No, no, I
using
was
me
just
for
like
Zay, like that.
watching you guys. Like I'm like, what's going on? Because at the end of the day, Xavier, the last day of the caucus, you came up to me, and it's like when we was before
And
we even
told you to
left,
be
you
careful.
be
Yes.
careful. But then I found out that you kissed him. You kissed him multiple
On
times
the first night,
on the first. Even
Xavier, on the
so,
first
why would you
night.
even say here and
But that
say, "Oh,
wasn't
be
but that
careful,"
also
this and that? So
Guys,
I
I feel
feel
like we should
so.
have this conversation off the live.
that's what I said. He said to throw
I
it.
said
He
it
said to
too. I
throw it.
said it too. I
It
said
don't
it too.
matter.
He
It's
said to
part of the
throw
story
it.
now. Like it's
I
part of
don't
the whole
what
story.
I'm saying is as soon as Zay kissed you, I backed off that, and Zay can back that up. I never once tried
Xavier
to
was there. We were all in the basement. Remember? We were
Yeah,
all
Yeah,
there.
and you
We
I
were all
pressed
never
me,
there.
once
Yeah.
right?
tried.
We all.
You pressed
I never
me.
once
After that, it
tried
was over. After that, we were done.
over. I never
Yeah.
once disrespected you, nor did I
You
disrespect
did.
or try. When have I tried to disrespect you in Zay's relationship?
When me and Zay were sitting on the couch, you got up and you was like,
That's what we're
"How
talking.
can you
That's what we're
do?"
talking about. That's what we're
That's
talking
what we're
about.
talking
That's what we're
about.
talking about. That's
That's
what we're talking
disrespectful
about.
to
And
me.
that's
How
when I
you
made
gonna
the
get?
comment. That's when I made the comment about Zay, and Zay like
But why would you come in my
Xavier, I
face
feel like
and
it's
talking
not
about?
piecing.
Wait, but listen, Xavier, you came up to my
I'm
face like,
listening.
how are you gonna do this to me? I thought you had loyalty to me. Da
This
la
was
la
all
la.
off camera. This was all off
This is
camera. I don't
all
think a lot of
crap. I'm
people know
saying,
about
Yeah,
this,
this.
yeah,
yeah.
he coming up to me, he's telling me, oh, like you have loyalty to me, So
You
I
talking
even came up to,
about me?
yes, and
Okay,
you ain't
Oh, bitch,
mention
I
remember,
my
was
name
remember,
once.
drugged.
remember me and Xavier were cupcaking on the couch, and then you sat like across from us.
And you
You
was
like sat,
watching
you
us like
sat
Yeah,
there
this.
I
It was
for
felt,
like a
I
just
minute
like
or
felt,
two,
that.
I felt
and
that
then
was
you,
crazy.
and
And
then you
since
got
we're,
up and walked over to us, and then like
yeah,
It
tried
was
to
just
press
it
us.
was
Then
since
he
just
went to
like
the
we're,
little
this.
but
Not
since
my
we're
basketball
bringing
room.
name.
that up, let me say why I said that. First of all, before the season, Xavier, when me and you were waiting for Redacted to go to Jersey, um, you had told me you thought I was cute and all that, and I told you I
Yeah.
can't participate in none of that because somebody had a crush on you, and I said I was gonna stand 10 toes down behind that, and I'm not gonna mess
And
with
you
you
put the
anymore.
conversation on vanish mode.
What?
You put the conversation
Yeah,
on
I
vanish
did.
mode.
And I
But
told you
why?
I couldn't.
If those are your friends.
Because I told you I couldn't flirt with you. Boy code. Anyways,
Boyfriend.
Xavier, you still was saying that I was cute and stuff like that. Stop. Don't do it.
I mean, I'm allowed to call people cute, but at the
You
end
were
of the day,
saying
I'm not gonna
cute, and you were
disrespect.
saying
I'm not gonna
if I
disrespect
didn't
my
have
friendship.
if I didn't
I'm
have
not
this
gonna
with
disrespect my
wait,
friendship
you
though.
was like if I didn't have this with Cam, I would have definitely hooked. We would have definitely got into it, or not
I
into it, but
mean,
like we
yeah,
would have definitely got.
we would have, but since I'm a loyal friend, I didn't.
But we still kissed.
But
Okay.
on the first night, everybody kissed on the first night.
That's
Anyways,
proving my point.
like I was saying,
Where you initially got
regardless,
back to the relationship.
after caucus, after season 19, I was fully hanging out with you multiple times. I hung out with you at the end of the summer.
I
I
gave
hang
you
out
my
with you
idea,
in
Xavier.
Christmas.
I was just
I
keeping an
know.
eye. I gave it.
So my question is, if you gave me your ID and if you're hanging out with me outside of like caucus and all of that, why in the back of your mind are you like, oh, he's only friends with me because he
No,
wants
no,
Zay? Like that's a crazy thing to say.
no, no,
That
no,
is a
no.
wild,
That's a whole
insecure
different
thing to
story.
say.
That's a whole different story. Because I'm not gonna lie to you.
No,
And
this story is connected,
I have
friends.
I
Okay,
have
okay, wait. You guys can hash
like
that out.
what is this, you guys? Like it's them on the
Xavier, you're so
I was
so
blackout
like
But
drunk.
why
I
so
are
was
you getting?
blackout
that's
Why are you
so
drunk.
laying down on
pointless.
top of my
No, that
man?
I
Why
was
are you laying?
no,
blackout
Why are you
drunk.
you didn't
laying
have to
on
do
top of my
that.
man?
That's
No,
crazy.
that's not okay. If I feel some type of why are you
Oh,
still
you're
laying down on top of my
insecure. You're
man? I'm not
insecure.
insecure.
You're
You're
insecure.
insecure. You're
You're
really
Oh
insecure.
my
you
god.
went
You
on the
are
chat.
insecure.
No, no,
You are
no. You are
insecure. You
insecure
are
because why
insecure
would you
as
sit
fuck.
there and go
You are
and
insecure
send
as fuck.
why would
Hey
you go
Drake.
there and send say all
What
those
happened, Jose?
why
Xavier,
would you go
no, shut up.
no,
Don't
I
no
know, no.
Xavier.
Why would you
I
go?
swear to
Why
God.
would you go
Xavier, shut
there?
up.
Why would
Xavier,
you
I
go
swear to
there and
God.
send Zay all of
Xavier,
those
shut
fucking
up.
screenshots of
Xavier, shut up.
us hanging out, me,
I
Zay,
can't
and
hear you,
stuff?
by the way. I can't hear you.
Xavier, shut
Sis, let
up.
me
I
talk.
swear.
Mute yourself, Zay,
Xavier,
please.
shut up. For real. Shut
No.
up. Shut
Why would
up.
you sit there and
Xavier,
and
shut up.
basically try to break our relationship?
Xavier, oh
Why
my
would you sit
god.
there and do
Okay,
that?
hold on. Sorry,
Ain't
guys.
nobody trying to break y'all up.
Yes, you
Come
All right.
on.
did. You said you told
Xavier,
that I
shut
kissed that
up.
I almost
Xavier, shut
kissed
up.
this
Xavier,
person for
shut up.
another LRG,
Shut up.
which I never did. That was flirting with somebody. You
Xavier, oh
screenshotted of
my
me and
god.
Zay, me talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a good
If it
time
makes you
tonight.
feel better, Zay, I don't hear what he's saying right
Yes,
now.
you
He's
should.
No,
You
talking
don't
he,
hear
to
it.
I
fucking
hear
You
him.
don't
hell.
I
hear
hear
it.
him. I
You
hear
hear it.
him.
Thank you.
No, but shut
Everybody else
up
is
though.
here except for
Xavier,
you.
shut up for real. I'm not
No,
shut
Zay,
up.
no, Clint. No, oh my God, you
I'm
get
not
me
gonna
so
fuck with
mad.
you for real. Shut up. You're
Don't
pissing me
fuck with
off.
me
Shut
then.
up.
Don't get me though.
Shut
Don't fuck with
up.
me though. Don't fuck with me because you're fucking with Xavier more than me. So why the fuck would I be
What?
here?
What? Oh my god.
That's
You're taking
crazy.
Xavier's. I feel like honestly, I feel like no. I feel like you should be on my side the whole time. I don't give a
I'm on
fuck.
your side. I'm on your
No, you're
side.
not.
That's why
You
I'm
know
telling
you're
you,
not.
shut up. That's why I'm telling you,
No,
shut
because
up.
the
Shut
shit that
up.
happened earlier, that shit's still in my
That's
head.
why I didn't
Xavier
want to
is
tell
a
you.
fucking. He's a minor. He's a little
Oh my
kid. He's
fucking
gonna try to
god.
do everything to destroy the relationship that he had last season that he couldn't have. He tried to break it up now. That's
Xavier,
why you're
I'm in a
mad.
happy relationship. I
No, you're
don't want your
not, because you was
man.
kissing
I
people in
don't
the
want your
club. You
man.
was kissing
Xavier,
I
people in
shut
was
the
up.
club.
not.
No,
I was
Xavier, shut
not.
I'm
up.
telling
For
you,
I
real.
was
shut
not. I
up,
don't
bro.
want your man. I don't want your man. When is it
You
gonna
obviously
click into
do.
your head?
Because why
Now
would you
I
do that?
see.
Why would you do that? Wait, why would you do that
Now I
today?
see why you're
Wait,
always
but why
arguing
would you
with me
do
and
that?
Imir. Now I always see why you
Because
got that
y'all
smoke with
both wanted
Imir.
my
You always
man.
got that smoke with Imir, and now you got
Because
that
y'all
smoke
both
with me
wanted my
because you're
man, and y'all
jealous. jealous.
try to-
You're jealous and
bro,
you're insecure. You're jealous and you're
analytics-
insecure.
muting
What a
you guys.
sad way to live.
I'm
What a sad
muting
way to live.
guys.
Shut up and go smoke a blunt.
All right, I'm muting them. So anyway, we're going back to. Oh my god, guys. Lachey, what were you saying to me earlier?
I was trying to be funny. So I said, do you have any more questions? Like,
Oh,
what is
I
happening?
mean, I'm trying to get through this recap. So okay, long story short, to move on from the deliberation, I do think that obviously when you have a sibling, especially someone with such a big presence in the game, you're going to be protected. I feel like I could be completely honest because I that's just the type of player I am. If roles were reversed and I'm in a game with a Brady, a Lachey, or even an Xavier, I feel like all three of you, I have that close of a relationship where like if someone says your name and I'm telling them to look out for you, I'm gonna feel a type of way. Like there's no reason. Like obviously I'm not gonna throw down and like go crazy, but like I'm definitely gonna be like, that's not okay for me. Like we're supposed to be working together, etc. But again, I don't want to diminish Ashley's game. I do think she's playing a solid game for a rookie season, and everybody plays differently. So there's still a couple episodes left to go before the final, and we'll just have to see if she comes full circle or if it gets her chopped. So we
I
get
think
to
they was moving one band, one sound as they should. I mean, shit, I wish I had that for sure.
right. So we get to the point where Big X and Lachey have to send someone down. You guys get down there, you don't know anything that went down, and you guys end up tying it. But before you're tying it, you're telling it Big X, Lachey, you're telling Big X, don't throw our game away, don't do it. He's telling you, I'm not doing that, so don't vote that way. I'm asking you to now, did either of you think you guys were bluffing? Did either of you guys think maybe if I just like, did you guys mentally know, like, okay, then we're going in? Was there anything that you guys could have done? Was there any other pair looking back that you could have thrown your vote together to get somewhat of a compromise? Or was it Ashley and Jared or those two pairs?
I don't even remember the pairs.
You're muted, Big X. Hold on.
Oh,
Go ahead.
thank you. Who's paired up with Jerica?
Cam, I
Nate?
think.
No,
Nate.
it wasn't
Oh,
Cam. It was Nate.
Nate.
It was
Would
Nate.
you have did we talk about doing Nate and Jerica? Or
Uh,
were you like set on not doing Nate?
no, I didn't want to do Nate.
Ah, okay. Because I remember watching the episode and I looked at Nate and Jerica and I'm like, I wonder if I
Mhm.
would have considered, like, I don't remember the exact conversation we had, obviously, but no, that makes sense that you would protect Nate knowing the things I know now. I mean, I knew that we were both just very hard-headed in a good way. Like we were gonna stand 10 toes down behind our decision. So I kind of already knew that we were probably gonna go in. There was still a slight hope, slight hope of like maybe Lachey might switch it, but no, I do wish that if Clay really did want like Zay in, which I don't think he wanted Zay in because I feel like Clay, like we all know Clay, like Clay would have 100%, if he wanted to, Clay could have been like, yo, like Zay voted against the alliance, and I would have been like, okay, like I'm not, and at that point Lachey had offered me either Clay or Zay, so I would have took the Zay option. But I really don't think Clay wanted Zay to go in after that. And for me, I'm just the type of person, well, if you're disloyal to the alliance, like I'm not going to sacrifice myself for you. But at the time, I didn't know that, so obviously I sacrificed myself. But yeah.
In the moment, I didn't think that there was like anything that I could have did, and I didn't want to sacrifice our friendship at that point because I did feel close to Big X during the game. Like I'm like,
Oh
oh, I
yeah.
really do enjoy him, so I kind of knew what it was at that point. And the only reason why I had offered up Zay is because the round prior he had just said my name, and that was like the first person I had reached. I had personally reached out, or he, I don't know, something like that. But I want to say I did, and we having like a heart to heart. Telling him about my anxiety and stuff like that. I'm thinking we real cool. And then it was just like nothing. Like, yep, Lachey and Jed. I gotta say that. Like, I can't say cope. And I'm just like, okay, damn, my feelings kind of hurt. Like, it was that easy. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, Dre's gone, so I'll say,
But
and I didn't mean to hurt your feelings in any way, obviously. I mean, I considered us close ever since that first conversation we had. I'm not gonna talk about what the conversation was about, but we had a really good like first conversation on day one or night one, and I was just like, yeah, like I'm gonna be cool with you.
Oh no.
Um, I mean, as I said before, I wanted to run the final with you, so it kind of sucked that like it had to be you. But I can confidently say that if I was paired up with any other girl, I would have made the same decision had they had the same mindset as Lachey. So it just sucked that it had to be us, especially because we work so well together in the daily.
Which I
But
get, it's like a newfound respect. You wasn't coming
yeah,
in, like you said what you meant and you did, just that, which was
yeah,
respectable in my eyes. And I wasn't gonna jeopardize our friendship for this game.
yeah,
So I understand. And you didn't hurt my feelings. I
And
mean,
then I just want to say, like, making it this far in the game, obviously, is my first time. No one prepares you or tells you that each round is going to get harder to vote for somebody. Yeah, we may not be in the same alliance. Yeah, we may not have been working together this whole time, but you're doing all these challenges together all day. You're eating lunch with these people. You're still waiting for the
yeah,
challenges to get set up. You're still getting to know the people as people. So it's like, it's not like there was any public enemy number one to where it's just like, oh, we're going after this, we're going after this person. It's just like, it's just unfortunate that you don't work with people. That's why you see everybody so stressed each vote. And it's like no one prepares you to how hard it's going to be to say any name because you don't want to see anybody
mhm,
lose at this point, especially day two.
yeah.
Well, I
I
want to
mean, I
say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, no, go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, watching it back, this question is really for, well, really the four boys, and then even Lachey and Brady. We keep talking about how they're a solid four. If you're thinking of a final, right? At most there's gonna be four, hopefully, maybe three, right? So, did you guys ever think? I mean, I feel like Lachey, you were attached to Cam, but did either of you ever think to like attach yourselves to the four because they need girls. And at this point, even if there's the only two girls that were attached to them were Ashley and Janice. Did you ever, or at least watching back, is this a different perspective where it's like, wait, they still need two other girls to run that final? Or were you guys just like in your own game? Because I feel like Lachey, you definitely had your own type of path where you wanted to go. But like Brady, you're saying like you're a veteran and you're getting put in before rookies, but like did you ever think to like attach yourself and be like, Zay, I'm gonna be your number one girl and let's run together and like just be one of the four girls in there four, if that makes sense?
Um, well, to be fair, with this round, I wasn't initially with Xavier. There was a rule that was put in place that if you were already paired with someone that you've been paired with before, it like moves down the line so you get paired with the next person. So that was the reason that I was paired with Xavier, because there was another pair that was ahead of me in line that had already been with the person that they were with. So things for a couple of teams got shuffled around, and then as a result, I think that kind of bit me in the butt a little bit. But at the same time, like I was working, or at least I thought I was working with people like Jared, and I was close with X, and obviously like I had Zay's back too, and there was definitely like boys that I were looking out for. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I think people a lot of the times look at me and they don't really see me as a super strong competitor. They kind of see me as like someone who's like middle of the pack a lot of the time. So for me, like I didn't think it was really worth trying to explore that possible route. Looking back, if I could do it differently, I probably would have. But I think also, even if I did try, I think we all know how stubborn Clay is. And I think that other
Shitty.
the only other option would have been um Jared and Ashley, and Jared was like my number one guy. So for me, like I was just kind of in a between a rock and a hard place, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a long answer for like a short
Oh, it's
question.
okay, it's okay.
I feel like I thought that's what I was doing. I thought I was, in the moment, I don't know no better. So I thought I was Cam's number one girl, just for us to see like the episode come on and he tells Janice like, hey, you above them. So I'm just like, oh my God, really face crack. You don't understand your positioning into like in the game until you see it back. I'm like, okay, I'm set. I'm really good. At the end of the day, he gonna stick his neck out because we've been doing this shit since day one, minute one, but it didn't happen to play out that way.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think anybody's wrong for like having multiple people because I feel like correct me if I'm wrong, Lachey, but you and Nate and Cam were your number ones, and like God forbid you had to choose between them two. Who knows what you would have done? Maybe you would have chosen Nate because he was more by himself than like a Cam, but who knows? But I do think I think the mistake on Big X and Zay and Clay and Cam, I think that they were like, I don't think you guys were looking at, what 4 girls do we want to run with? Because I know at least from my POV, the only 2 you, Big X, Clay, and Cam all said at one point like they wanted Janice in the finals. Zay, I don't know if your head was in that loop as well, but like even if all 3 of you want Janice, we don't know what the format's gonna be.
Yeah.
One of you is only getting her, so like, I don't know. I just feel like that was more of a like rookie or like a mistake in the game where it was like you guys were not picking 4 girls because at the end of the day, you guys could have picked like Zay, for example. You're saying, "Oh, I didn't want to vote Brady in. I was really close to Brady." Like you guys should have swooped her. Both of you, Big X and Zay, were really close with Brady. You guys could have swooped her in. I'm not saying that it would have changed the way this round went, but I'm saying if you went into day 2 with that mindset, I think the pairs and everything would have went differently. Because if we let's call it out real quick, Paddock and T are sitting pretty right now because they figured that out. They knew once the format was announced, Paddock already says it. She told T, we have to rotate between these 4 guys, and you guys willingly just fed into that. And now they have not been an option. Lachey's been an option before them. Brady's been an option before them. And not once have you, Clay, Cam, or any of you boys come on here and said, I wanted to work with T and Paddock over Brady or Lachey. So it's just crazy that, again, I don't think obviously in the
They
moment,
played us.
Yeah,
they played us.
you're not seeing it, but they're and what's it called? You got to call a good game move a good game move. They demolished that because
Even I didn't see that as I see that as an option.
yeah, they now know. Oh, if I'm with Big X, Zay and Cam aren't going to vote us. Clay's not going to vote us. Like they did what I think Brady and Lachey should have done, and what the boys should have sat down and been like, okay, we have Ashley and Janice. We need 2 more girls that we're going to run with. And no matter what the format is, girls versus boys, swapping partner, these are 4 girls we're comfortable with. But I don't think you guys were thinking that far.
We should have thought about if that game would have been so crazy if we really thought like that and the shuffled partners between those rounds. Everything could have went a lot differently had we thought that.
Yeah, to be honest, I was very confident in my capability to like run the final if I made it there. So to be honest, my mindset was just getting my lick back on Jared. That was the only thing that was going through my mind. After episode 2, my mindset was just get Jared, and then Coper fucked me over, and I'm like, okay, let me get Coper real quick, and then Imir lied to me, and I was like, let me get Imir. But like, yeah, I think watching it back, I definitely should have took a step back from yes, Jared did me wrong in episode 2, but like maybe I should stop like focusing on that and focus more about my overall game. And I do think that's somewhere where I could have improved on the game. And as I said, I really did feel close to Brady and like Lachey this season, so I should have put that into perspective.
It's okay, sister. As long as you keep that brolic wildebeest off of me on 21, we'll be all good.
Relax, Brady.
I don't know who you're referring to, so
Let me gag you.
I don't know.
The one who's
It was everyone's mouth drop for me.
the one who's the one who's trying to gag me on 21.
I don't know who you're referring to.
That's actually fair. It's like half the cast, to be quite honest. I'm
Brady,
getting.
oh my God, girl, you need to stop. Anyway, we're gonna move on and we're gonna talk about the elimination. So Big X and Lachey, you guys are the first pair this season to give up your daily win and have to go into elimination. And at this point in the game, from what I saw, Big X and Xavier were pretty good. Brady and Lachey, you guys said you guys grew the closest in the house. What was it like having to go into this elimination? And what was your mindset and like watching it back? Just run me through the elimination. So we'll start with Lachey.
This one actually really hurt. I mean, I know it was like a big elimination between me and Rachel and our unfinished business, but again, I had got really close to Brady, so wasn't shit funny. Like I was really, really sick. It's either gonna be me or her, and I know how many times she's played and how much she deserved it. She deserved to be here. She a good competitor, I think. So I was like, yeah, you want to win, but it don't make you feel good at the end of the day. And then we heard what the challenge was, so now I'm in my head. I'm not really confident when it comes to stuff like this. So I'm just like, okay, damn, I made it this far. Like that's not good enough for me. I really want to push myself and go further. So I'm gonna give it my all. But at the end of the day, my mind, Brady was still in the back of my mind. Like this is my girl, and I want her to be here. Like I wish it was different.
Brady.
I love Lachey so much. Like that's BBG. Like honestly, like you know me. Like I'm not the type of person where like I would ever like throw myself in, but I feel like she's a girl like where I literally like would put myself in for her. Like at first when we didn't really talk, and then like all of a sudden there was like a moment on the swings, and I feel like everything just changed. And like I really wish that the edit kind of showed our friendship kind of growing a little bit more, because she definitely is a ride or die. She's my girl, and it definitely was really shitty. But like out of all the eliminations that I've lost, I'm like I was the most okay with losing that one, just because I lost to someone who I know has a really good heart and head on her shoulders. So it stunk, but like at the same time, like I was still very happy that Lachey was still in and had a fighting chance.
Thanks, little bug.
So Big X. So what was the elimination like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret last season I lost to a 7-piece puzzle. A puzzle that I knew, by the way. So I in seeing like this, what was it, 6-piece puzzle? It was something along that.
Oh, it's seven
I was
pieces.
like 7 pieces. Oh my gosh. So it was literally my unfinished business. And I kind of just like in going into this elimination, number one, I know I'm sick. Number two, like I hadn't won a DMP challenge at all in terms of that round. So it was my first daily win and my first elimination win. And so I in like competing in this challenge, I'm just like, okay, last season I couldn't do this. I'm gonna tell myself this season, like I got this no matter what. I'm gonna do my best. So that puzzle was my unfinished business, and yeah, I was fairly confident going into it because I kind of I didn't have the mindset that I had last season, which was okay, like avoid eliminations at all costs. This season was kind of just like, okay, like this is my chance to prove it to myself that I can get to this final and I can actually run the final. Like, as I think this was just like the daily win was nice, yes, but I think the elimination is what I needed to get myself on track for the next round and like the rest of the game. So yeah.
Xavier, how did you feel watching it back the whole round, well, elimination part and stuff like that? You seemed pretty hurt, pretty pissed off going into it.
I was just over it because at the end of the day, I like the first time that I got into elimination, I proved myself. I was proving myself. I kept proving myself. Nobody saw that. I got sent in again. Okay. That time I kind of got a little heated because like, okay, there's people here, like I said earlier, people here that's not even to do that shit because you're not even on the guy's side, but it was people floating by that was not even like getting voted in for. So I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like again, like I'm about to do this again and again. Like no. So once I seen what was everything of like the puzzles, I'm like, oh, I'm already fucked. I don't do this
Can
shit
I say
at all.
something?
Yeah.
I was reading the YouTube comments. Clay, you can say that I'm a bad competitor and that I'm like a
Clay
cheat.
is a shady bitch. Don't listen to him. Stop. Like you're
Xavier,
At
even
the end
stop.
of
Let
the
her
rude.
talk.
day, at the end of the day, Clayton, I, for one, am entertaining. For two, I have a storyline. Three, your storylines are bored and washed up, and that's why you didn't get a call for 20. So you can be a whatever the fuck you want to be. You can be a champion, but at the end of the day, bitch, who's getting the callbacks? Not you. Anyways, that's all I
Fuck
have to
that,
say.
Brady. But yeah, I was just mad about that. Like, I knew I was not gonna be able to do well on the puzzle. That's why I said on the comments, I said, "Oh, let it be a physical elimination would have been a different story." But people took it personal and started saying personal shit. That's the only thing I have to say. It was nothing crazy. It was nothing against Xavier. I knew that Xavier is a good competitor, like you said. I'm not gonna take that away from you. Um, I was going against a vet. I knew my ass was gonna fucked up or some shit's gonna happen, and I end up losing. What else am I gonna do? Like I'm gonna cry? No, I'm just gonna be go leave with my head held high. Like I said, like I did my shit. Went against a rookie, won elimination against. No, no, I won against a vet. No, sorry, I'm a little drunk. Sorry, but I literally won against a rookie. Now I'm doing it against a vet. I lost it against a vet. I'm okay with that because I already proved myself that I could, I could do stuff. You know what I mean? Like I could just stay here, run, do all, eat. Um, I can throw balls at the bucket because, bitch, I be smoking. My aim's just not there.
You be throwing
But
other balls.
you know, what was that, Xavier? What
I
was that
mean,
smart for?
you know,
Okay,
you do be throwing balls.
what balls am I be
Okay,
throwing?
let's wrap up the episode and then we can debrief everything. But unfortunately, we did lose Brady and Xavier,
The
two
baddest two.
OG veterans. You guys have been part of Dre Media for such a long time, so it was great seeing you guys play again. I think Brady, this was the most exciting season you've had. Like genuinely, you've grown so much as a player. I think every time you come back, you take a little bit of what people tell you and implement it into your game. Regardless of what people say, I think you're great. I think you're entertaining. I think you're a firecracker, but you've calmed down, and a lot of people do. Again, spade a spade. I think you were really calm and really quiet, and people have pushed your buttons. Um, I made comments to you throughout the season and in the chats and things like that. So again, it's sad to see you go, but I know you'll be back. So I'm excited for your return. Xavier, it was an honor having you. Thank you for coming out and representing TLWL because it's been a long time coming. You were supposed to play season 11 and you never got the chance to come back through all these seasons. Um, Very
Thank God.
entertaining. I think you're a great competitor. You have so much potential and growth in you as a player. So I genuinely mean that. Obviously, everybody here has their good and their bad in the games and stuff like that. But genuinely, I think if you really took it serious and focused on it, you would be a really good player. And I hope to see you in the future again. You both were so entertaining. So I definitely know the game is going to be a little more serious now that the confessional king and queen are out.
Gangsters. Just
Um,
kidding. Joking.
Anderson
so,
is crazy.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
but big congratulations to Lachey and Big X because you guys went from Lachey 2 eliminations back to back and a daily. Big X
Yes, the
daily
shade. Go, the shade.
standing 10 toes down. I think you two, whether viewers agree or not, are the definition of handling your unfinished business and standing on business. Um, and I think it's nice to see that even though you guys disagreed or whatever, you guys still have respect for each other and can see each other's point of view. I'm excited to see where you guys go from this point. Zay, I think you are in still one of the best social spots. I know you messed up a little bit right now, so hopefully you can fix that. Hopefully the relationships you have are able to keep you safe moving forward. It was announced that the mini final is next episode, so you guys are all very close to this final, and it could be any of you going next. As we've seen, it literally is anybody's game still. Excuse me. Before we wrap it up, I do want to give you guys all an opportunity to say your final words and quickly who you enjoy the most and who you are enjoying the least, and then we'll call it a night. And I want to start with Xavier.
Okay. You want to be messy first? Okay, let's see. So, my least favorite right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Can I pick two?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So, my first one is gonna be Xavier, obviously, because he keeps coming for me.
It's Big X, not the little one.
It's Xavier. And another person is Nate because I don't know what the fuck I did to Nate. I literally didn't do anything to him, and every ball was against me. For favorite players, Zay, and I'm gonna say, yeah, from the girls' side, Lachey. Lachey, you're doing good, girlie. I fuck with that. And yeah, and the least favorite from the girls, least favorite. I'm gonna choose Patty.
That's
Patty
crazy.
because she was agreeing with Xavier on on Instagram. Like, girl, why are you agreeing with Xavier? Are you on the Davis side or my side?
You just picking
Yeah.
my episode. All right, final words, Xavier. Before you wrap it up, this is the final recap. We'll see you on for this season. What are your final words?
Ooh.
I honestly wanna apologize to Amir only because I feel like I went too harsh on him during the whole season. But it was only because the crying, then him fake talking to me like all the same thing that Xavier did, like, oh, don't trust Xavier, don't trust Xavier, don't do this, don't do that, like messing with my game, and then literally Xavier was my only alliance. Like, he's putting that on my head is making me not work with Zay, and I'm gonna be by myself. You know what I mean? So, like, you laughing, but I still went far in the game than you in your rookie season. Well, we kind of did the same, I guess.
No, our rookie seasons were two different, two different things.
We were literally almost at
Two
the same time.
different, two
Same
different.
time.
Not at the same time. I made it to the semifinals. You didn't.
Okay, episode last. Oh, whatever. Top shot. Okay,
Thank
it's the
you.
same shit. Almost the same time. But yeah, I feel like I did great as a rookie. I proved myself, and all them bitches that voted me out, all them bitches still hating on me in the fucking Instagram comments, on the Instagram messages. Cam, you could kiss my ass, for real, for real. Xavier could kiss my ass. And yeah, all of them could kiss my ass, for real. Like, I don't have no hatred towards nobody, but yeah, I could kiss my ass.
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay. Brady, final words and your favorite and least favorite thus far in the game.
Yeah, I'll start with my least favorites because I'd rather end like my last live on a positive note. My negative, I would say, is probably Clay. And I know that's probably a surprise because a lot of times when people look at Clay, they think positive, and not because he's a good person, but because of his STD results. But with that being said, I just don't like him. He went into the game and he kind of fucked him, like, having a sister, like, it fucked me and got me sent in. So I didn't like that. But I'm still a real bitch. Like, he is a gamer and he has a lot of pulls. So at the end of the day, like, I still respect that. Least favorite girl, it's probably a toss up between Jerica and Ashley. I just feel like, bitch, you're on TV. Do something. Get up off the ground. Give us something. Give us TV. Because I feel like right now it's just Kia City. It's boring. And I'm sorry. People are going to jump me again. I don't care. But at the end of the day, I will say what other people will not say. A lot of people are thinking it. People have said it in my DMs. And I'm just going to be I'm the voice of the people. Bitch, please. Anyways, I think my favorite girl is obviously Lachey. She's kicking butt, standing on business. She's not afraid. She's not scared to go into elimination. Favorite boys, I'm gonna say two. I'm gonna say, even though I kind of got gagged, I think my favorite boys, obviously Jer Bear, love him, but Big Axe and Zay. I mean, a Big Axe has just been killing
Oh,
all
Yeah,
season.
Jared and Zay. Yeah.
thank you.
And I just love me some Zay. Zay and I go way, but way back, and like, he knows that I ride for him, and he rides for
Way
me
back.
way,
Way.
way back. But thank you so much, Jay, for having me. It's always an honor to be able to come on and represent all the dolls. I think that there's not much representation within my community on TV and in spaces. So being able to have a platform where I can go on and be myself and represent my community is honestly always such a blessing. And having other trans people and non-binary people or people figuring themselves out come into my DMs and say that, like, they're inspired watching me, or that they like wish that they could go on TV, and, like, I don't know, even if I can change one person's perception of, like, chasing your dreams and going after your reality TV dreams, your goals, and just making them realize that just because of your identity doesn't make you any less worthy as anyone else. So that's always my goal and my message. And this season was crazy, and I'm just very, very blessed. I made so many new friends, couple enemies, but that's what the challenge is about. And as always, I'm very, very grateful. And yeah, thank you for having me as always.
Wait, can I say something before we leave? If you have something to say, please, my DMs are open. Stop talking in group chats about me, because that's just irritating. Like that's like my DMs are really open. Like stop talking Cam, Xavier. Stop talking about me on
Oh,
group chats.
I've always said what I've said to you in front of.
No, you did not.
Yeah,
Because I read
yes,
the
I
message
have.
list and
Yes,
you're
I have. Yes,
no,
I
no, baby
have. The
boy.
only thing I haven't said in front of your face is the fact that I'm gonna be using your ID while talking shit about you. That's what I said behind your
Okay,
back. But now it's out in the
An
open.
expiring ID. You can
Um.
have that.
Oh,
That's
I
expired
will.
anyways.
I
Well,
never
And
you.
I
brought
can.
up Xavier. I didn't
Anyways,
bring Big X. I didn't bring up that. Just so you know, the ID
okay.
situation. I never talked
Oh,
about that.
I really don't care because at the end
Yeah,
of the
no,
day.
no, I'm just saying. Just so you
Oh.
know. Just so you know.
But wait, now I gotta catch a flight to Orlando. That's where you at to catch my ID. I'm gonna get my ID now because you talking all this
I'll see
shit.
you. I'll see you in a few weeks, boo.
Okay, so bring my ID, please, because I need to
Let us
I
renew it.
see.
will,
I need
but
to get my. I need
you
to get
gotta
my
get it. You gotta get
license.
it back. You gotta get it back after my first confessional, though. I got some ideas.
No, you're gonna. I'm getting my shit back before. As soon as we step
You're,
into the caucus, I'm getting my shit.
Okay.
If not,
Say,
Come
wait,
on,
no, no, no,
identity
no, wait.
fraud.
If not, we can
I'm
just do this, y'all.
bitch. Is he gonna pull out a fucking taser?
No, no,
'Cause
we could do some gloving. We could, fight it out.
I don't need gloves, boo. I don't need
Oh,
gloves,
so you
boo.
want
Wait
to
a
go
minute.
blood and blood? Okay.
yo, I'm not gonna lie,
I will
Xavier.
be
You have
locked
to
and
keep that
loaded.
bit
I
like
will
it's
be
your
locked and loaded.
No,
Do
get that
not
off.
take that out.
He's
I
gonna
really
get
thought he was gonna
demonetized.
whip something crazy out. Oh my god, guys! When the Dre Media page
It's okay.
disappears,
It's a
we'll leave
19-year-old
again.
guys. It's like
Um,
we know it's crazy.
we're playing. Anyway, okay, we're gonna wrap this up. Zebe, final words. Who you're loving on the season, who you might not be liking, and what should we
Um,
expect moving forward?
I want to say my least favorite player this episode is Nate because it was a speed round. There was no way I went up to you. I watched the episode and that's why I was like, oh, interesting conversation we had. I see Nate talking to Cam and Big X walks up. Nate was saying like, "Oh yeah, Zay's alone on the island. Why would you do that? You're not gonna make that vote if you don't think that you have an army behind you." What? When the fuck did I ever try to go to Nate and tell him like, "Oh, let's get Ashley and Jared voted in. Let's get Ashley and Jared voted in." I did that vote myself. That was just a me thing, just my own decision. There was no time to plot and scheme or do this and that. And if I was gonna do that, I'm not dumb to think that I'm going to try to get numbers against my own alliance, especially Clay Sister. That was just a me thing. So I don't appreciate or respect or like the fact that he was saying that, making it seem like I was saying that because I don't recall ever having a conversation in that manner.
And another
So
thing,
me,
he said that your boyfriend was not confident. So that's another point.
What?
Yeah, that he said I'm not confident. I'm his boyfriend, so he should be, contributing for that. Like if I'm not
yeah,
confident, yeah, I'm not
yeah.
confident, right?
So
Why you saying yeah? Like yeah,
no, no,
for
I'm
Cam to
agreeing with you.
go.
I'm like, yeah, yeah, okay. I was just trying to finish what I was saying. So I'm just like,
Oh,
yeah, I don't really like that. I didn't really like that. So feeling like you're not going to make a vote if you feel like you don't have an army behind you. So why would he do that? And then Cam too, like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? What the fuck is your problem? Like, what? Everybody knew at this point in the game. I would assume. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys could contend for me. Big X, Brady, Lachey. I would assume everybody kind of knew that me and Xavier were kind of flirting and getting to know each other and having some sort of feelings grown towards each other. So I would assume that everybody knew that. So it's like, why would I vote for him? And it's such a crucial part of the game. Yeah, it probably wasn't the smartest move, but
But
when you
in
get
our mindset, Zay, we didn't think that you would choose someone you just met,
me
or
and
not
me,
just
me,
met.
me, me and Zay,
I was
Zay
about to
have each
correct
other.
myself. Please go back on mute. Thank you.
No,
Somebody who
bitch.
you just
No, shut
started.
the fuck up. Now you're not gonna talk.
Oh
I'm
well,
gonna talk for you.
now I'm just gonna smile and I'm gonna keep on talking. Now I'm gonna just keep on
So
talking.
Zay,
wait,
I'm
I didn't
talking
even
to
Now
you.
I'm
get to
gonna just keep on
finish.
Can
I
I
talking.
didn't
just
get to finish.
All right, now both Xaviers are being muted.
Yeah, so it was kind of just like I was thrown off guard hearing these different conversations, and then even Big X saying like, "Oh, he's a fucking traitor." Like I would have threw him in if I knew, which is valid. Valid. If you knew, you probably would have. I would have did the same for my alliance too. So that's valid. I'm not mad at you for that. But just hearing like the conversations had behind my back when people are still like a smiling in my face, or like after this moment I'm crying saying like, oh my god, I feel so bad, like I fucked up, like I went with my heart instead of like staying solid, like, and then me beating myself up thinking that I'm about to lose the next round because I'm playing for my mom, thinking about my mom now. I stand for loyalty and integrity. I just went against that. I'm like beating myself up and then having all these people yell at me, or watching these conversations now, it's just so I wasn't fuck with that. That's weird. Because if y'all had that energy, say it to people's face. Like, just keep it real.
I wish I was there
So
to defend you, Zay.
I
Can I
wish
I
say
you were too.
I don't like Zay that you keep like downplaying your loyalty game. Like I feel like in that moment you were still loyal. You were loyal to Xavier. He didn't have
thank you,
nobody.
Lachey. Thank
Put you put
you.
him for like that's so not fair to say. Like I
Yeah,
chose myself and I was loyal to him. At this point, everybody knew. I don't care who said they didn't know. Everybody knew. Like he wasn't disloyal. Just not in that moment. He wasn't going with y'all. Y'all should have respected it as his friends. Like y'all knew how close they had gotten. It's not fair to
Thank
that's
say, oh,
you.
this
true.
is
Yo,
something.
this is why I love Lachey,
That's true.
guys.
Thank you. So
Like,
I think Nate capitalized off the opportunity that I was in a vulnerable state and that he's seen an opportunity like, okay, maybe this is a chance to break them up. I'm thinking that Nate's thinking, yeah, Nate, Zay did tell me this. He told me to do this and that. Boy, Nate's not dumb. Nate's playing the game. That's valid and fair. But I just don't like that he used that as an opportunity because there's no way in any shape or form that I was trying to get votes against Jared and Ashley. And I did that from my heart. If I was the first vote and I was trying to get rally votes, I wouldn't have made like a dumb move like that. I did that just because of my heart. So yeah. And then favorite player, Paddock, because she voted with me. And what you would expect to see coming forward is that I got my ass some hot water. So you're gonna see if I fucking boil under pressure and I'm next, or I'm gonna be able to make the water cool down and get my way towards the end of the game. We still got a little bit of game left, so we'll see. And that's it.
okay, quotes.
Wait. And I just want to give a shout out to my mama. I love you, Esther Marie Rodriguez. Today is February 2nd. It's 11 months today. 11 months today for my mom. So I just want to give my mom a big shout out, and I love you so much and I miss you so much. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Zach. We'll go with Big X. What are your final thoughts, words, opinions, and favorite, least favorite, and what should we expect in the next episode or the remainder of the season? No spoilers.
Yes. Well, I mean, I think the episode kind of, showed everything. Xavier, whether it was a physical or not, you still got beat. I still beat you. You still went
By a
home.
puzzle, by a
Um,
puzzle. Oh my
by a
god,
puzzle. Oh my
no.
god. Anyways, yes, you still got beat, and you
By a
didn't make the
puzzle.
semifinal, which means you didn't make the point I made on my rookie season. So you keep on
Xavier,
comparing it,
you
but there's nothing
watched
to
the
compare.
challenge. You
There's
watched the challenge
nothing to
24/7.
compare. Anyways, that has nothing to do with how I play the game.
Yes,
Thank you.
it does.
It
You
really
watched the
doesn't. It really
challenge.
doesn't. But
You
anyways,
watched
enough
the
of
challenge to
you.
see
Enough
what
of
they
you. Zay,
doing.
can you shut him up, please?
No, you shut the fuck up.
Thank you. Anyways, like I was saying, because it was my turn to speak. What you can expect from me is just more of standing on business. Keep mocking me because you don't really have a voice for the rest of the season because you're eliminated. So this is your last after show, babe. So keep on with the theatrics. Anyways, what you can expect from me is more following because I'm a minion,
You
more
are a
dick
minion, a big
sucking,
fat
more
minion.
okay. Say that to my face next time we're on the field together.
I
I
will
got
say
you.
that to your
I
face. I
got
said
you.
it in
I
the
got
comments. I
you.
said
And I
before
can't
the episode
and you know
starts,
what? It's
you
kind of
getting your
sad.
ass
It's kind of
beat,
sad that you got beat in elimination by a
and now you're
minion.
gonna get beat
Damn,
in
that's
real life.
sad. Damn, that's sad. Your ass would have died in that final, bitch. I did you a favor. I did you a favor,
How?
bitch. Now you
How?
can sit on the
How would
sidelines
I? Well,
and
how should
smoke
I
your
die?
nick. You can smoke your nick and you can smoke your weed.
I would
And
be
you can
smoking and
continue.
running to the fucking challenge,
You can
bitch.
continue jerking off to Zay on the sidelines, bitch. Well, guess who's
Okay.
yeah, because guess
Okay.
who's in the game, not you.
Are we
Thank you.
all right.
Anyways, yes, Dre. Yes, thank you, sir. So yes,
I
Wrap
that's
must
it
be
what you
up.
happy,
can
man.
expect.
I
That's
must
what
be
you can
happy, man.
expect. Being more of a realized bitch than Xavier could ever be.
Never,
Anyways,
never,
um,
never. All
always.
the
But
rankings, I was on top and you
my
was down
favorite.
there.
Who the
Shut the
fuck
fuck up.
cares? Who the fuck
Everybody,
cares? Who
bitch.
cares about rankings, bitch? Who cares
Everybody.
about rankings?
All right. Big
I'll
X.
show you what a
You
fan
don't care
base
about
is. When I
rankings?
get on
Let's say you
reality
don't care about
TV, I'll
rankings.
show you what a fan base is, bitch.
Bitch,
Your
you don't have no
middle-aged friends from New
fans.
York
No,
who
you don't have
comment,
no fans.
bitch,
Your
I don't
rankings is
care.
down
I don't care. I
there.
don't
Like you
care.
on the
I'll
floor,
show you what
baby
a fan
boy.
base is. I'll show you what a fan base is when I get on
Xavier
TV.
fandom.
Thank Thank
from all
you.
those shows.
So,
And
like I was saying,
all
my
the RPs that he did, those are his
my
friends.
favorite female is Lachey. She did her big one and she stood on business.
Yes,
And I love seeing her storyline. My least favorite female is currently Jerica. Love her, but I feel like she just isn't getting like the screen time. She isn't getting like shown. I don't think she's had a confessional in like a while.
Love you,
But
Jericho.
love her nonetheless. Favorite male is probably going to be I'm gonna say myself. My least favorite male, I would say Xavier, but he's not even in the game, so I don't even have to worry about him at this point.
What about
Um
QD?
no, actually I will say you because you're jealous and you're insecure
I'm not
and
jealous. You try to break up my relationship. You
your
literally try to break up my
insecurities,
relationship.
you and Zay are not gonna last long with those insecurities, babe.
Baby, you was one that went on the group chat and talked mad shit about
Girl,
me,
girl,
talking about
yeah, I
always flipping
yes,
people off the
yes,
club.
yes.
But
You
why? But
deserve to be
why?
talked
But
shit
why?
on. That's what
But
happens
why?
when you run
That's
your
my
mouth. That's
relationship.
what
That's
happens
my
when you run your
relationship.
mouth.
That's my
People talk shit
relationship.
about you.
But
People
not
talk shit
personal
about
shit.
you.
This is a
The
game.
difference
This
is
is a
I've never
game.
hit it.
This is
I've
the
never hit it,
game.
babe.
This
I've
is the
never hit it,
game.
babe.
Hit
And
it
you
right.
made it
Hit what?
personal. You made it
You
personal
made it personal.
when you said I'm only friends with you to be close with Zay. Are you fucking kidding me? I
That
would
was
never tell a
before.
friend
That was
that. I
after
would
you
never
started going
tell a friend
crazy.
that. I would never tell a
I
friend that.
literally
I would
said.
never tell
I
a friend
literally
that.
said to
You are
you.
jealous
And the
as fuck, and
how am I
that's
jealous if I
sad.
have your
That's
man?
sad. That's
How am I
sad.
jealous if I
Okay.
have
That's
your
sad.
man?
But I would be
How am I
jealous
jealous if I
too. But
have
I would
your
be
man?
jealous
All
too
right.
because I
No,
mean, look
he's
at
not.
me.
He don't
Stop.
I
like
mean,
you.
look at me. I
If
would
your
be
boyfriend
jealous
is
Stop.
with
I
too.
gotta.
you,
I
he
would be
don't want
jealous
you.
I
too.
gotta go. Enough
He
is
has to
enough.
go. The
No.
CEO has to go.
You
Miss
Thank
too.
you. So,
Sun.
let's Big X. Did you get everything done?
No.
7 months.
Uh,
7 months strong, guys. 7 months strong.
Seven
And we
months
still okay.
strong, baby.
Yes,
Y'all
please.
are y'all. If you had
All
yarn
right.
that
Enough.
represented,
Enough. Enough. Enough.
Mute
We're
him,
getting too
please.
personal.
Mute
Enough.
that. Mute that minion.
Lachey, final words. How do you feel about this episode? What do you have to say? What's to come? And least favorite and favorite player.
I think what's to come is I feel like I've proven myself. That was big talk that people didn't go in and prove themselves. I feel like even if it was the elements last episode that discredited my win or didn't give me my full props, at the end of the day, we was told the rules of the damn game. And it could have very much well happened to me, like it happened to Rachel. Shout out Rachel, my girl. But I went in back to back. If that don't say something, and I wasn't scared to go down back to back. Did I want to? No. But did I? Yes. This episode was kind of sad. I mean, Brady's gone now. That's of course my favorite girl. It's going to forever be my favorite girl. She is made for
Aw.
TV. She is funny. She is a gem in real life. No matter what nobody say, I know her heart and I know her, and that's my sister forever. My favorite boys, as funny as it is, them going back and forth. Both Xavier's, truly, I got close to both of them, like off a screen, and I do think they're really good people, and both
Really,
really good.
Lachey, you was the first person that from the whole thing that came up to me and made an alliance. I appreciate you so much for that. Like literally, you came up to me and was like, "Let's do this." Literally made that shit. We made that whole stamp for alliance. Oh, I heard
Oh,
you.
you scared her off. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, Lachey.
I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, she's in here, so I'm gonna let her finish up.
Okay, my bad. So yeah, both of them are my favorite boys for sure. Like, and I only because he called me fake in the episode. I'm going episode by episode. I would say just for right now, Clay is my least favorite guy. At the end of the day, I can respect gameplay. He got the numbers. He doing what he's supposed to do. And if I had the numbers, I would be doing the same shit. But fake is kind of crazy. And never gave fake Will Lachey. When am I not saying what I feel all the time and standing behind what I feel? Fake is just a word I ain't never heard before, so I don't know what that feel like. But my least favorite girl probably got to be between Paddock and Jerica. I don't know, Jerica. She's not on the screen as much, and we didn't. I don't think we talked that whole 4 days we was out there. Seriously, we even rode in the car together. I don't think we said 2 words to each other.
Oh,
And I said to Paddock, I was like, dude, I was like, you are such a terrible person to watch. Like, I don't like you like watching. I watch 18. I'm like, Jesus, you make my scalp itch, but you're really cool in real life. I'm like, yeah. She's like, I know, that's crazy. So yeah, just them two.
All righty. Well, thank you guys for being on the recap tonight. It was crazy per usual. Um, I do want to say again, love all of you guys personally. Appreciate you guys going through this hard ass game because we all know it was crazy hard. Um, Guys, I love the drama, but we gotta make amends, okay? We all love each other at the end of the day. You guys need to relax. You guys need to stop making it so personal. Um, and I get it, like you guys are valid, but like there's definitely ways we could have conversations and fix this because I don't like seeing you guys fight like that. It's not it. But I respect you guys all as players, respect you all as people. Thank you everybody for tuning in, all the live chat comments, all the alumni in here, all of the guests tonight. Make sure you're tuning in every Sunday for a new episode and Monday for a recap. Other than that, this ends the recap for episode 9, and make sure you guys tune into the mini final next week. Have a good
Bye,
night, everybody.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.